of our
Yeah.
interview with Varadarajan, and you had mentioned that March 73
Yeah.
was the last time you saw Mother and told us about that.
Yeah.
Now, what happened after that?
No, I
What
will
was
come.
your
Yeah,
work?
I will come before March 73 because there are some
Oh, okay.
interesting things
Yes.
for me
Yes.
which happened in between. Because most important thing for me is what happened with the mother. So I want to share.
Yes, please.
Uh, you know, um, previously I used to see. Whenever I go, I used to kneel before her. She used to look into my. I look into her eyes and she look into it, and then she touches my head, and then I come back because I was told you should not touch mother, you should not do, and all those things was like. But I went with the aspiration group. It was a very informal group, and and somebody used to put their head on her lap, and somebody. I mean, it is a very as if we are in our house. It was more informal, 4 or 5, and French people, And another thing, what I found was the Westerners, when they come, of course they have devotion and all those things. They almost talk to her as an equal. I mean, in the sense, they are very clear in their mental ideas. They can put their facts very precise, and that is what I found. Whereas with me and all that, I am more devotional and emotional, and I think, okay, whatever I say, whatever mother understands what I say. So that level of this one was there. So mine was more, and wanted to have the inner contact and all that thing. And so once I said I put my head on her lap, and I felt like a child, and she blessed me, touching my this one. And Sri Aurobindo says it's one of the best meditation to feel like a child on the mother's lap. In one of his letters, he says like that. So what all I think is, whether I have the so-called spiritual experience or not, I am more, my state is more physical, only the senses. I am contacting the world through the senses. The inner things are not so prominent and all that. So I said, Mother, I said, I am not hiding myself. Only my children are too blind to sell me, but I am not advertising myself. You can ask me anything. So I said, whatever I want, I will ask. Whatever I want, whether it looks not so good or good or whatever it is. So I once asked Mother, put your hands on my chest and keep my heart open to you always. Of course, my inspiration was Amal Kiran. And that day I had gone there, only shirt but no banyan or anything, so that I wanted to have the mother's touch on my physical this one. And Champaklaji saw that letter and he put mother's hand in my chest. Bare chest.
Bare chest.
Bare chest, not with cloth or anything. I said, I am mother's child. I said, I wanted to have this. And she put all her 5 fingers. And she was closing her eyes and concentrating for some time. I said, I am not going to ask mother anything. So I was rather diverting my mind with turning this side and counting 1, 2, 3 because I wanted mother to do her work perfectly. Just I wanted to keep my physical mind occupied with something so that it does not interfere, asking mother, you give me this, give me that, I like this. No. And I thought when it is over, mother will tell me. When she says it is over, I will go. So it may be 1 minute or 2 minutes, I do not know the summary. And then afterwards, mother took her hand off and then just a small smile was there. I was kneeling before her. I knelt before her so that I was at that level. And I was just sitting only. I said, I won't go till mother says, give indication that I should go because I wanted to have the experience of that. I do not want to rush out. It is all over, taking a bus ticket and running away. No, not I said. And then finally said, and silent. Everything was silent. So that's it. And then after 6 months or something, I thought, see, I should have again mother's touch on my chest. And then next time when I went, why I went was I got two ideas in my mind. See, I should do something which mother will feel very happy about and I should know it. So, in prayers and meditations, she says, but no grace of thine can be equal to this thou grantest to me when a heart leaps at the touch of thy divine breath. See, it is mother is divine breath. When he touches that, I say I'm a very physical person only, not very this one. I said when she touches, at least she will be happy. I want to give my heart to her. This is all I know. So I said I will give my heart only to the mother. That level of heart only I know. I give mother my physical things like I give. This time what she did, she just only small finger, and as if she did not even touch, she just, I felt the air of her touch, or just like that, and removed immediately. And she smiled. Like that. I thought she will put 5 hands, 5 fingers and all, and like that. And she said, she just smiled. I know what you are feeling. Like that. So it was the communication between her, and I was happy that I could give my heart unadulterated. I mean, whatever level was there and all that.
There's a line in Savitri about the finger touching.
Yeah, like that. And so the next thing, that is about the.
Yeah, well, now we're in 73 or
Yes, sir.
74.
These are all be 72, 73. These are all one. And then another thing. See, when we are going in the aspiration group, this is also very important, I think. When we were in the group, she wanted to say what are the conditions to be a true Aurovilian. So she said we will say about the first condition for to be Aurovilian. And then she asked everybody, what do you say, and all that. Somebody said something or other, it is all okay. Then she said, she said, wait, and then she looked like this. It was silent for 5 minutes. She was looking like this. Not blinking her eye, not like that. We were all sitting. We were all trying to be silent and all that. What I felt was, it was something like she was bringing the consciousness of the true Aurovilian. And we are participating in that as that on 24th November, Siddhi Day, when Sri Aurobindo's disciples got the Siddhi Day, the 24 people were there and they were participating in that. Whether they understood or not, we don't know. I never understood understood or realized or what the true Aurovilian is unless at a mental level. But she has brought down that consciousness. She was just like that. And after 5 minutes, she said, she asked Purna Prema to bring the big pad and paper and this one, and with a magnifying glass. She was 90 plus at that time. The magnifying glass, she was started writing. First she used to be to her own, then she wanted to put one. Then she said, it is not coming in the manner, it is not coming in the words in which it can be put on paper.
Oh.
She said, it is not coming in the way in which it can be put on paper. So I will do it afterwards. So she took it like that. So you see what she said about tape recorder and all those things. And such a sublime thing as to be a true Aurovilian, she wanted to put in paper the concentration and experience of that. So I had the practical by her words that what it is to make real in paper, what was that consciousness. So that was one. I felt I am participating in that. Something definitely I will become a true Aurovilian. So that is the one. And there was another experience of mine. See, I had gone on some Auroville work to meet an important person in the government. And I had taken along with me some of the party people and all that. So we went, and morning we go without, when I go, I have the intuition I go without appointment or anything, because some party man is there, we go without, can go without appointment and all that. It is not so, it is just like that, Narad, I can, if you are free, I can meet you, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that type of person I took. So we went in the morning, and then throughout the afternoon, in evening, we were wandering about without getting what we wanted to know or get. So finally at 5 o'clock, we could meet that person. I went there, and then this person was there, another person who is an important person. And he was very negative about Orwell. And and he was free because he thought I was his man. See, the whole thing is, his circumstances were such. Yeah, I thought I am one among his own people, you know. So he was telling his inner workings and all that. So I
Because
knew.
Tamil to Tamil.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not
yes,
only
yes.
Tamil to Tamil. It is because of his own near person and all that. So if I go with you, you will think I am, somebody will think I am your friend only, you know.
Yes.
They won't think I am a stranger because I can walk in
Okay.
like that. You will bring me only if I am confident of me. Otherwise, you know, certain
Yes.
trust is there, you know. So, but that is mother's way of doing things. So I know, because what they were giving contrary indications outside, but inner that was something else. So I came and I told Baiji about it and all that. So then I wrote, though my mission was a failure because I wanted to get the goodwill of Auroville, for Auroville. There was no goodwill, it was a total,
Yeah.
this one, it was from externally it was a sort of a failure. And internally I was not unhappy, so I wrote to the mother, this is this one like that, but I am not unhappy. I want to have the delight of integral union with you and faith to take possession of me. Because Nachiketa says, when he goes to Yama, he says faith took possession of you, not he got faith. Because how can I catch hold of faith? It's unless it descends and it secretly.
Yes.
So I wrote to the mother, faith to take possession of me. Happy is the man who stand on rock, who stand on faith as on a rock.
Yes.
So I wrote to the mother. Mother sent her blessings to me. You read it? Sent her blessings to me. It may take a long time, but it is there, because my idea was once the mother physically says something, it will get realized. Someday or other, sometime or other, it will get realized for that. And so that's the thing. And even now, I feel her love and protection, because I am living only because of her love and protection and all that. And say, as you said, today is 6th November. Tomorrow is, I'm sorry, 6th February.
Yes.
Tomorrow is 7th February when Nalnida passed away. No, tomorrow
Yes.
is Nalnida's
Yes.
passing away anniversary day. And some years back I had a dream that I am going to Nalnida. And he gives me one letter. He says, you go and give this letter in the garden. One lady will be there. You will recognize her. He didn't tell the name or anything. You give that letter to her. And I take that letter, I go to the garden, and I go there. When I go there, I find one Tamil lady. And I ask somebody, what is her name? Her name is Arul Mary. Arul Mary in Tamil means the mother of grace. Arul is grace. Mary is mother.
Yes.
Arul Mary is Mother of Grace. When I say go to her, so I gave that letter to her. She silently accepts and smiles. I mean, because this is 7th February, I am reminded of that. I am grateful to Nalnida for having sent me to Mother of Grace. You know, you also said in your reminiscences about Nalnida.
Yes.
When Shiva, an aspect of Shiva came, what occult thing was there, you didn't know, but something has been done. You know, if I remember correct,
Yes.
you know, something like
I
that.
tell you interestingly that February 7th was
Yeah.
also the day my wife left.
Oh,
On the same day, and she was close to Notre
yes,
Dame,
I know,
so,
I know. So, so we have all that connection.
Yes.
You see some connection and all that.
Now, Varadarajan,
Yes.
what did you do in Oroville in the early years?
No, same
Did you meet with the people?
Yeah, I meet with the people whenever there is somebody, somebody wants my services, I go. And mother, see, I didn't attend much of Mathur Mandir work because mother has said only those people who do not have any specific work should go for Mathur Mandir work. Though I loved Mathur Mandir work, once or twice for putting the pebbles, concreting and all those things I go. But because, and also she had told me, give your full attention to it.
Right.
So, and it is a thing you have, when you have to give full attention, give full attention. That's all, nothing
But
was.
I'm very interested
Yes.
in what you did with the people. when
No,
you-
no, nothing I did. I was only thinking of mother and telling. And I don't think I was a great person knowing the psychology of people or something like. But she gave me some very good guidelines.
Tell us.
She told me, see, villagers are not trusting you because so long they have been treated as inferiors. The sense of superiority should not be there in dealing with them. And she used a very strong sentence. If divine were to take the attitude of superiority, the whole of mankind will be crushed in one moment. So that was something like that. And I think it was more addressed to me because I should deserve that, no, erase yourself completely. And because, from a city bred and moving with people, one gets ideas. So, and like that. And
Did you ever have an experience with Sri Aurobindo?
yeah, that also. See, I had one experience. Very first thing was with Sri Aurobindo.
Ah,
See, I was in Chennai and I had come and I had heard about Sri Aurobindo and all that. I was sleeping in my room, and one day in the early hours, in my dream or vision, Sri Aurobindo came and put his hand on my head and blessed me. That was even before mother. So he blessed me, and whether it was a dream or a vision, I don't know. So that was the only thing which I heard with Sri Aurobindo. But whenever I pray to Sri Aurobindo, I get some answer. And also one thing which I like is mother wrote to somebody, when you go to Samadhi, what do? You pray to him to become one with his consciousness and to give you devotion. That is why you go to Samadhi. So that I try to practice, to be one with his consciousness and to give me devotion. That's all.
Did you ever see Mother in your dreams?
Yeah, I have seen. You see, once I was going to the railway station. A train is about to move, and somebody says, "Mother is there in the train." So I come running. I wanted to catch it. So I just jump into the last one. There is LV, in trains they put I just jump into the last one and I get into it. And that last, and the train was a vestibule train. You can go from last to first to last. So I go there and I cross so many compartments and go. In the first compartment or so, mother is there. Somebody says mother is there. So I say mother is sitting there. I go. I go very near that. There is one, not barricade or something, some flap like wooden thing and all. I could feel that mother is there, just like. He says, the rule is you cannot go. He says, this is the word. The rule is you cannot go. I said, between me and mother there is no rule. It was all in dream. So I just opened that flap and I go inside. Mother said, you come in. And I go to her. She blesses me. Because he said, mother has said nobody should come, I would not have gone. But because he said the rule is this one, mother says I have no rules. Because with me she had no rules at all. What is the rule in Auroville? In Auroville there is no rules, I mean psychologically. So that word gave me the clue to so-called breaking the rule. And even in the aspiration group and all that, I thought, I won't say they were very rule-minded with the mother.
Yes.
You know, they were very natural, like in a home. And
Who were the main people who went with you? Can you say it slowly? So, who were those who gathered around Mother in those meetings? Christoph,
first,
you
no,
mentioned?
Christoph, you know?
Yes, Christoph.
Christoph, that is the Sebastian's brother.
Yes,
Christoph.
yes.
And Alan Monier, he's not there in this one. And Bhagwan Das, you know, in RO, he was doing polyester, now he's doing aquadyne.
Bhagwan Das.
Bhagwan Das. He was called Jean-Pierre, now he's called Bhagwan Das.
Okay.
Bhagwan
I remember,
Das.
Yes.
So these three are permanent members. In all the things they will go. And another interesting thing she said about Auroville. See, one of our meetings, he said, Mother, we want to do so much X things that he can do this better, that too better and all that. He said, you are all pioneers. See, that is a great credit.
Yes.
You are all pioneers. You should do what Auroville needs at this time. And where you are sufficient in number, you can do what you want. So you should do what Auroville needs at this time. You are all pioneers. You will have difficulties, but this one also will be great. So, like that. So that was one of the things.
Yeah. Did you have any other dreams of Mother?
So that is one. And another thing is on 5th December, I had a dream, a single eye, just on the sky, just seeing everything, seeing me, seeing the whole earth, a single eye. And so, I mean, that was thing. And other things I have forgotten or whatever. These are the two significant things. And another very good thing which I wanted to tell you, because which gave me greater things after 40 years. I am now 50 years with Mother's. This one I first came in 1964.
Yeah.
Now it is 50 years, 2015,
Yes,
half
yes.
century.
Half century.
So, great grace. See, once when I went to the Mother, I said I should read Savitri to her. So, because in that room, so I just kneeled before her, and I didn't take her permission or anything, because I felt I was quite near to her. I looked at her and I said, here in this chamber of flame and light they met. They looked upon each other, knew themselves, the secret deity and its human part. Then, with a transformation speed, they rushed into each other and grew one. I just read it before Mother, face to face, eye to eye.
From memory or in the book?
Memory.
From memory?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't read it because I had, you know, at that time, for me, the flame of light was a room and all that. But now it is something different. Inner things are there. Because it took a long time. But, you know, Savitri, there are layers and layers and layers. And maybe after another 20 years, it will be something else.
Yes. So, what did Mother do after you read?
I should have done. That is between me and the Mother. She accepted my offering. See, it is a child's offering.
Yes.
I am just prattling and mother, I mean, like babbling like a child. I mean, what can I do? Most physical rendering of Savitri. And but that is all I can offer. And but she has adequately compensated me. I mean, not compensated. She has
Understand.
poured grace. I am using a very wrong word.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so
Yes. And how do you feel about Oroville now in the 40 years that have gone by? 46
see, my
years.
inner feeling is there is an inner Oroville which is coming up very nicely. Very nicely. And because we are seeing, see, it is like a beautiful tapestry, Oroville, even today. But when you see the wrong side of tapestry, you will find only knots. You know, so you are seeing knots. You see with your heart, see with the psychic feeling, or I mean devotional feeling. See our commitment to the mothers. Once one very high chief secretary asked, why you are all fanatical about Oroville? That is the word when we used to contact. He said, I appreciate Oroville is good and all that. Why you are all fanatics of Oroville? Sir, we are not fanatics of Oroville. We are realists of Oroville. We have no problems. We have only solutions. So, I mean, that was in 71 and 72, we were the conquerors. And of course, we did foolish things, but that is another story. Because our consciousness was like that, what can we do? But somewhere in us, that is the thing. So that is why I said I define to myself Oroville is like this. Oroville is a geographic entity, a spiritual unity in diversity, a bundle of contradictions and contraries held together by strong but invisible threads of Sri Aurobindo's compassion and mother's love.
It's beautifully said.
You know, that is my concept of Oroville. And there are four kinds of, because when you say what do you think of Oroville, for me there are four kinds of Orovillians. One is the geographical Orovillians. Whosoever is their villager or is a visitor or something, they can enjoy the warmth of Oroville and the ambience of Oroville. It is there. It is only limited by your capacity to take it. And then you have the psychological Orovillian. You may be in England, you may be in America, you may be in China, Korea, you may be in village. So you may not be a Oroville, but psychologically you subscribe to the fundamentals of Oroville. Find out the psychic being, preparing for the new consciousness and all those things. He's a psychological Orovillian.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have got the administrative or political Orovillians. That is the master list. I call the master list Orovillians. That is one name is in the Oroville. And then you are there in the administration of Oroville, the resident assembly, working committee, and so on and so on and so forth. And then you have got the true Orovillians, which mother has said. You know, the true Orovillians. So there are four categories of Orovillians. And according to the thing what you want to become or something, you will have your own understanding of Oroville. That is one. Because the mother has said the true Oroville, the whole earth is preparing for the advent of the new species, whole earth. And Oroville wants to consciously work towards that. Our only difference is consciously. If somebody works consciously is an Orovillian. I mean, what? It is all paper difference. There is no real. What is the difference between? See, when I wanted to join ashram, there is no difference between ashram or Oroville or Sri Aurobindo Society. I mean, for me, it is the mother's work. I am not. Even today, it is like that. Anybody taking the mother's name, if I help, I mean, if I cooperate, I won't say help.
Yeah.
If I cooperate with them with goodwill, I think I am doing mother, so that is sufficient for me. I am not bothered about the nomenclature which is there.
Yes.
That is my feeling. But of course, for a practical thing, according to the time factor and also your energy factor, you may take up something, you may not take up something. There may be certain things which you have to practically do. for a practical, unless there is a discipline for a practical working, otherwise it will all be chaos. But other than that, you cannot be very rigid. You have to take a very rounded view of things.
Yes.
That is what mother, told to me through Shyam Sundar. What you should say and what you should do, you should use your intelligence. These are the things. So that means you should be supple. You don't be bound by rules or regulations or something like that. So even people who are apparently not cooperative, they will cooperate. So you know only by the outside thing, at that particular moment they are not receiving that force. The same man when we see mother's force and get it done for you. It is mother where mother is not there. She may work through person who says mother, who may work through person who says no mother. She may work through both. So you are not the person to judge. Your thing is you are offering to mother. That's all my feeling. And no superiority or something as that.
A few words about Matrimandya Chamber.
Yeah. Champakalji once said about his vision in Matar Mandir. She saw in Matar Mandir mother blessing the people who are participating in the Auroville inaugural day function, carrying the flag and all that. I was also one of the persons not carrying the flag, but participating in the inauguration of Auroville, bringing people from Madras. And actually, the parchment on which this was written, to be the Charter of Auroville,
Yes.
I am told that it was written on that paper which we brought. So for 1 week we were wandering about here and there, nothing happened. Then we suddenly on the last day, we went to Leather Research Institute. There we have one paper. Then a friend of mine was in the commercial tax department. He knows somebody in the leather export and all that. He phoned somebody. That leatherman said, you come, I will give you one parchment paper. They didn't charge or anything. He said, you take it. So both the things I sent it to the mother. Afterwards, I am told that it was written there and it was put in that Yav silver stainless steel, this one and all that. So it is there. So my own, like, the squirrel in Rama's, this one, the story, And so the mother, the Rama puts 3 fingers. Yes. So like that I am a squirrel of mother.
Yes.
And
Yes.
okay. So
That's
I
fine.
think this is all right. I think.
Matrimandya Chamber.
So in Matar Mandir chamber, so I also feel that mother is blessing me whenever I go there and concentrate. So that's all. That's all.
And what do you see for the future of Auroville?
Bright. Certainly bright. Certainly it will come. There is no doubt about it. We are seeing it as I am seeing you. There is no doubt at all. Absolutely no doubt. So, because after being with mother, when she said about true Aurovillian and all those things, how can I doubt?
Yes. You
So,
want to stop?